Hello, Bobby aka Anarchy Media here. In this video, I would like to talk one more time about why paganism is not a thing, and hopefully, after making these final points on why that is, and why people should stop using a Christian blanket term that conflates a whole bunch of pre-Christian faith traditions that have absolutely nothing to do with each other whatsoever, aside from the fact that they are pre-Christian faith traditions. We can move on to topics that are a wee bit more fun for all of us. So, yeah. Yeah, like, another thing that that really bugs me about the use of the term pagan is they blanket all these pre-Christian faith traditions into this one term that does not even remotely properly summarize all of them at all whatsoever, not even remotely, and it's really shitty to me whenever people try to blanket a bunch of things that have really nothing to do with each other, except they're not some other thing, right? So, in other words, these are faith traditions that predate Christianity and are not Christianity, and so they're all called paganism, even though some of them were polytheistic, some were pantheistic, some were panentheistic, some were animistic. And on top of that, as I said before, they blanket imperial cults into this one term. They blanket various rural and localized tribes into this one term that were not Christian, that lived in the country and worshiped ancestors or worshiped elements of nature. Which, by the way, technically speaking, Christians do that too. They just say it's venerating the creator through the creation in their case. And the Jews, before they started claiming to be full-on monotheists, did the same thing. Which also brings me to another thing. The early Israelites, the early Canaanites, the Mithraists most likely, many early Romans, many early Egyptians, the Zoroastrians, technically they weren't exactly either monotheists nor polytheists. They were what was called henotheists, which is to say they believed in multiple smaller gods and one chief god, right? And same thing with Hinduism. Same thing with Islam. Same thing with various ancient and modern traditions. So, yeah, Bobby Aki, Anarcha Media, Liberty, Equality, Fraternity, goodbye.